Oh man, what's the business? You already know what time it is. It's your folk Marquise, and welcome to another episode of, that's right, here it come, Playing Maturity. That's right, welcome to Playing Maturity, where we're here to deliver a message of maturity to millennials and their manners in an effort to create the perfect citizen. So check this out. As you see, title of this video is Watch Your Language. I ain't talking about cursing so much, but like we like to say, generally cussing. All they over there cussing, I'm talking about watch your language. What's really coming out of your mouth? The basis of this episode is Proverbs 18:21. So y'all might know how I rock, but if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know I am a believer in God, the Most High God, the God of the Bible, and Jesus Christ, man. So a lot of scriptures I'm going to be referencing this time in this episode. So Proverbs 18:21. There's a scripture that says, death and life is in the power of the tongue, and them that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So when I initially looked up the words death and life, I was like, wow, really? When I looked up the words death, when I looked up the words life, I was like, wow. It said death is decomposing, dying, death. Life was living, breathing, flourishing, life. Wow. What does that mean? That means in the power of your mouth, the power of your tongue, lies death and lies life. So I was thinking about this. I was like, I gave a message on Saturday, and I was really flowing, teaching, and sharing. And in that moment, I received a revelation. I never had really thought about it prior. I thought about the scripture, but I never truly thought deeply on what is the power of the tongue. And it hit me. Thank you, Lord. I received the revelation. It was the power to create words. It might be real simple, but some of the most simple things are the most profound. I never thought about it. I was like, what is the death and life is in the power of the tongue? Like, what does that really mean? I know, watch your words, but what does that mean? It's the power to create words. And I was like, wow. So you think about like a gangster movie or somewhere, somebody may have snitched or ratted and they said, well, cut his tongue out. Why? So he can't talk anymore. He can't speak anymore. He can still create sound. Yeah, he can create sound with the vocal cords and air from his diaphragm, air from the lungs and press it forward with the diaphragm, but he can't create words. The power of the tongue is the power to create words. How are you utilizing that power? To speak death, create death, or life? So God been really dealing with me heavy, like, son, watch your words. Watch your language. He been getting on me. Like last month I was praying and I'm like, Lord, like help me change this situation. Like this situation real. Like I just want to see something different around here. We've been struggling. It's been real. Like, our ends been meeting, but we've been getting back. I don't want to just get back. I want abundance. Not like I'm trying to ball out of control and be doing like I'm really past that. And I'm not against things. We'll have some things, but it's the people that need us out here. And one thing I have found is it is easier to focus on your mission. It is easier to focus on the things that matter most when you're not concerned about bills, when bills are not even a figment of your imagination. Because you have the finances to do it, to pay for it. Have it on auto pay, bam, lights, water, gas, rent, cell phone, insurance, like the things of life that we pay. I want to be in that position where we got an account set up and it just come out. We don't even have to, that's not even in our thoughts. Credit card bills, if there are any, paid. Water bill, paid. Lights, paid. Boom. So that requires me to position myself and create enough value in the world so that I can get compensated for that value to that level of value that I'm creating. You understand what I'm sharing with you? So I want to encourage you, look into your mind. Really sit down, quiet your heart, and think, what has your language been like? It's one thing for your people to tell you. It's another thing for your child to tell you. I appreciate my wife because she hit me with it. I don't remember if it was before or after, but the wife was, I thank God for it. She was like, baby, you got to chill on your language. You got to speak those things. You got to be grateful. She had to really encourage me, because even the strong ones get weary at times. she had to encourage me, baby, you got to change that up. And I don't remember if it was before and after, but I think God told me, and right after that, she confirmed it, that I heard from the Lord, or vice versa. I don't recall. But I know I was on the side of my bed talking to my Father, talking to my God, and he just put it in my spirit like, watch your language, watch your words, change your words. I was like, oh, man. Now, granted, I speak positive. I know about speaking positively and all of those things. But sometimes when you get so bogged down with what you see, we walk by faith, not by sight. But it is also a race. It's a journey. The journey ain't given to the race ain't given to the swift. You know what I'm saying? Or the strong is given to those that will endure. This is a race. So I had got a little weary, and it began to show in my language. Watch your language. What are you saying? Are you empowering your children? Even though they get on our nerves, we got to change that up. I've been real careful. I got children, and they'll be wilding out, and I'll say something which wasn't truly bad, but it wasn't encouraging or uplifting, even though it could have been true. Because I had to talk to my wife about that. She might share something, or she might say something. I'm like, baby, you ain't got to say all that. All that ain't necessary. And she be like, well, I'm just stating facts. I be like, watch this, watch this. Just because it's true don't mean you got to say it. Yeah, take that with you. Just because it's true don't mean you have to say it. Why? Because you can begin to change those reality with your words. Why? Because death, which I looked up, decomposing, dying, death, and life, living, flourishing, thriving, are in the power of your tongue's ability to create words. So if you're going to acknowledge something, you can acknowledge it, but at the same time, if it's something that can be changed by positive language and faith and hope and prayer and action, if there's an understanding, you might not even need to say it. You understand what I'm saying? The Bible also says it's a fool that utters all his mind. So that goes to show you right there, utterance, words, what's on your mind, what is on your heart, what is in your deepest inner person is going to come out of your mouth. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So are you speaking poverty? Are you speaking lack? Are you speaking death? Or are you speaking life, empowerment, encouragement? It's your folk Marquise, man. I'm telling you how God been dealing with me. This was been going on in my life a lot lately. And he been utilizing it to grow my faith. My faith gone to a whole nother level now. I'm in a whole nother stratosphere, and I'm very grateful. But it required circumstances to happen. And I had to stay steadfast. I had to pray. I had to put in action and grind and move forward. And now I'm able to get ready to see greater levels of manifestation of abundance and everything. I'm about to really start traveling this country and speaking and doing what I enjoy doing. I'm about to sell out of these shirts. Multiple thousands of shirts. I'm believing that. I'm speaking it, and I'm going to see it. Books. I'm about to get back in the studio. Music. I'm about to travel the world. Lord of God. I'm about to create a legacy. I am building a legacy right now. Even by these videos, one video at a time. So I appreciate you. It's your folk Marquise. I'm going to leave you with this. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What is on your mind? What is on your heart? What is your meditation? Is it about your past? Is it about the generational curses? Is it about the lack? Is it about the poverty? Or is it about abundance? Is it about empowerment? Is it about legacy? Is it about destroying generational curses? Is it about recreating a new legacy and breaking cycles? I said off the rip, I'm destroying family curses and cycles. This stuff stopped with me. Ain't no high blood pressure over here. Ain't no open heart surgery over here. Ain't none of that going on over here. Cancer, ain't none of that happening. All that stops with me. I made a declaration and I'm standing on it. I really believe that. So I'm back up in the gym. You might can see it. I'm working out a little bit. I'm back up in the gym. I'm eating differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm increasing my water intake. I'm getting supplements. I'm about to do even more. It's your folk Marquise. Like I said, the book, Overstanding, a comprehensive look at gangster rap, its subgenres, and their effects on our generation, set for April 1st, 2020. Go ahead and click the link below, MarquiseTrent.com. Go ahead and order your book now. Pre-order your book. Be some of the first ones to get it. This book about to go around the world. This book really gonna move through the nation of the U.S., but I'm believing God for global. You understand what I'm sharing with you? This is how we rocking the shirt. Go ahead and order your shirt. The shirt's available now. We got them in black. We got them in white. We might have some more colors coming soon. We'll keep you posted. Wristbands about to be on the way as well. This is a campaign. This is a way of life. As you think different, you live different. That's just how it goes. This is your folk Marquise. Think different, live different. Any questions?